Hello, 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 and Happy New Year! Here we are. I don't even know what the time is actually. It doesn't say on my clock anymore. So, I don't know. Oh, nearly 4 o'clock. Nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what has happened to my Cornish lover who is on his way, or supposedly on his way up. His phone seems to have died. And there seems to be a difference between Cornish time and normal time, where minutes just. So there's part of me that thinks he'll never get here, or certainly not today. But I'm feeling really quite chilled about that, I have to say. I've let go of any outcome. What will be, will be. And that's a really calming and, yeah, happy place to be, really. So I'm preparing myself, should he arrive. I'm thinking earliest it's going to be 5 o'clock, probably more like somewhere between 6 and 7. And if something's gone wrong with his phone, maybe something's gone wrong with his van, so he might not ever get here. um, but yeah, so but I feel really quite good that I have no idea if and when he is going to arrive and what that intention is. So my intention is just to feel good anyway, no matter what the outcome. If he arrives and we start off on our great adventure, it will be amazing. If he doesn't and I get to spend New Year's Eve alone in bed, that would be amazing too. So, and I've got options in between. There's a friend having a party around the corner that I could pop into if I wanted to. There's other people going out if I wanted to. So there are options. What are you guys doing for New Year and how do you feel about it? What are you telling yourself about it? And I wanted to share with you a couple of things because I'm learning more and more about the cosmos energies and the energies of the new moon. And we're just in the time span of the new moon at the moment. So last night it came up in its sort of fullest, and then tonight and tomorrow night as well, we're still in the energy of the super new moon. So this is a really powerful time. It's combined with the new year to really use the energy to think about what you want to bring into 2025 and what you want to leave behind. And in the way of leaving behind, it might be relationships that have served their purpose and they're ready to let go. It might be beliefs. It might be habits. It might be a job. It might be a home. Whatever it is, or whatever they are, just allow yourself the space to, okay, just be willing. I am willing to let go of anything that doesn't serve me. I am willing to let go. And I listened to something else this morning, and there was a couple of other nice affirmations that you might want to use as well. If I can find my page. Oh, I've just seen I've written my Ignite My Happy song words in case I forget. That was later on in my yeah, so 3 more affirmations. I release the past and embrace my future. And just feel that when you release my past, whatever's gone on in the past has brought you to this point. So release it with gratitude and ready to step forward. It's almost like you've got to take if you imagine life as a series of stepping stones, there gets to a point where you have to take your foot off the stepping stone behind you in order to move it forward to the stepping stone in front of you. And that's what this energy is inviting you to do, really. So really let go of that. And sometimes if you imagine the stepping stone analogy, imagine maybe the step you're on is a little bit wobbly, or imagine the next step feels so far away, so you've got to really build up the momentum. But staying on 2 steps in the middle of the river is not where you want to be. So you're going to have to lift up that step and let go of what's gone on behind you to fully embrace and move forward what's going on in the future. So I release the past and embrace my future. And I'll put that in the comments below so you can write them. You don't have to keep re-recording. Another one is I welcome endless possibilities. So this just opens up your energy to what could be possible. We've got our idea of our best outcome, But what if the best outcome is beyond our current ideas? What if our best outcome we can't even imagine right now because we haven't experienced it yet? So I welcome endless possibilities. And the last one, that is this little section, is I welcome growth and abundance in my life. And this is the year of, or next year, 2025 is the year of extreme growth. What you've experienced in 10 years will be squashed into 1 year. So I've heard somewhere on something, and it sort of makes sense. It feels like things are speeding up. So it's our job when things are speeding up, and that's like we're going to go through the highs and lows, and it's going to feel a little bit crazy sometimes. So the breath work that we're doing here enables us to ground ourselves and to be fully connected to who we are, but also where we are going. So this is about setting an intention of what your future self is, who they be, and keep your eye on that prize, because when you're going through the highs and lows of life and it all feels a bit crazy, it's easy to lose sight of where you are going. And if we can keep that in sight, and that's what I'll be doing here in this group, is just keeping us connected to our intentions. And if you want to share any with us, so we can support you on that, keep you accountable, even just remind you, hey, you said this was you. What is it that you want to be bringing into 2025? And feel free to share any words. My word of the year is pleasure. Why wouldn't it be? This has been the year, this year, when I've really fully explored my polyamorous desires. And yeah, I'm quite proud of myself, really. I've stepped out to thinking about how it might be fun to actually giving it a go. So I've had 4 new lovers this year, and if this guy turns up tonight, there'll be a 5th. But yeah, and it's really opening my eyes to other people's experiences and other people's desires and what turns people on. And yeah, and it's exciting to be talking to people that are open and willing and exploratory. Yeah, I suppose that's the word, is maybe pioneers, or maybe just explorers of pleasure. So that's what I've been bringing into my world, and that's definitely what I want to bring more of. And yesterday I got invited, I listened to a lot of Audible, and I got invited to listen to the I've got to pronounce it properly, the Bhagavad Gita, which is a spiritual teaching book of, I don't even know what particular religion, if any, it's associated with, but it's an ancient book of spiritual teachings. And I was listening to the start of it, and they were suggesting developing a practice of meditation. And I do practice meditation, but not as maybe regularly as I could. So I'm inviting myself to bring a little bit more structure to my meditation. And one of the things they suggested doing was either get a mantra or get some prose, get some words or some sounds that you can tap into as you're meditating. And one of the things they suggested, which I was sort of drawn to look up, was the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. So I don't know if any of you know it, but it is quite long, it's quite deep, but yeah, it's quite profound as well. So Lord, make me a channel of thy peace. I'm reading it, by the way. Lord, make me a channel of thy peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love. That where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness. That where there is discord, I may bring harmony. That where there is error, I may bring truth even. That where there is doubt, I may bring faith. that where there is despair, I may bring hope, that where there are shadows, I may bring light, that where there is sadness, I may bring joy. Lord, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by self-forgetting that one finds. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven. It is by dying that one awakens to eternal life. So it is quite a deep piece. So I meditated today on that and repeated it a few times. My aim is to memorize it, I guess, and bring it into my meditation practice. So, would you like to join me on a few deep breaths on this wonderful New Year's Eve? Take a nice big deep breath in, and when you breathe out, you can just let go of anything that's not serving your highest good. You don't need to know it, you don't need to be conscious of it, just be willing to let it all go. So a nice big deep breath in, and I am willing to let go of whatever does not serve me going forward. Imagine taking your foot off the stepping stone behind you to move it with purpose and confidence onto the stepping stone ahead of you, and really move forward in life in 2025 to where you want to be. So a nice big deep breath in, and gently and deliberately allow anything that needs to go, and your body to fully relax. Another big deep breath in, and gently and deliberately allow yourself to relax a little bit more. I am safe. I am safe. So continue with this nice deep breathing. Allow your body to feel supported by the earth underneath you, completely safe where you are now. And we'll send a prayer out to humanity as we breathe in and reignite the embers deep in our heart, and consciously allow them to burn a bit brighter, to glow a bit brighter from us, and send that loving waves of energy out into the world through our hearts, out into our house, out into our streets and our neighbourhood, connecting with everybody in our town, everybody in our county or state. We are connecting to everybody in our whole country, our whole continent, and that moving, expanding that loving energy out to everybody on the planet. And let us gift everybody a little bit of love, a little bit of extra love. Let their hearts expand a little bit more. May they feel peace, harmony, love, connection, prosperity, joy. Just spread that out. Got a big strong winds outside today as well, which again just tells us it's like ready to let go. It's like the last few leaves that are hanging on, the wind's going to let them go. So let the wind take any things that are ready to let go of you, any last little bits. Have a little bit of a clear out. See what needs to be gone and let it go. What's your intention? What's your intention for the next 24 hours? But what's your intention for next year? What do you really want to bring in? And if you've not done this exercise already, I really invite you to have a think. If certainly writing it down is really powerful, but think about if we're having this conversation a year from now, and 2025 has been just phenomenal. Stuff has happened that you just didn't believe, and you things that you'd got in the back of your mind as a potential idea, it's now really possibly coming into play. What would you like 2025 to bring to you? How would you want to feel at the end of 2025? Who would you like to be with? What would you like to be celebrating? And just, yeah, have a think, write it down, and play with the idea that everything is and can work out for us once we set a clear intention. This is creating your own reality, really. So set that intention, and then fill it with gratitude as well. So G is the next one, gratitude. So when you think about yourself in a year's time, what are you grateful for? What are the challenges that have allowed you to grow? What are the wins? What are the celebrations? What are the experiences that you've had? It's a lovely time of year because people are posting on social media about their highlights and lowlights of the year, and it just helps by looking back at the year and seeing what you've achieved, and maybe what's still on your to-do list or on your vision board, and what's, and is it still important? Is it still on there for a reason, or have you gone off that idea now? So it's definitely worth thinking about what you're grateful for as we move in, out of last year. Look back and decide, I'm grateful for that. That was a wonderful thing, or that taught me that, and really feel the gratitude of what 2024 has given you. And then get out in nature, of course. Get out into the wind if you're brave enough. But even just sticking your head outside the door and feeling it on your face is worthwhile. You can get out there and allow yourself to get blown about a bit by the ferocity of it all, then that's really cool too. What are you ingesting today? What are you bringing into your digestion system? Are you moving a little bit towards the healthier things? What food are you enjoying? I had another avocado salad, which just makes such a good salad. I did have 2 more of those little mini rolls. My son didn't eat them, so I did. They were nice though. And and I've just had one of my hot chocolatey mushroom chocolate things, cacao things. So that was really nice. And what are you telling yourself? Well, I'm telling myself I can release the past and embrace the future. I welcome endless possibilities. I welcome growth and abundance in my life. And what was the other one? It's my time. I am ready. I'm ready to rise. I am ready to receive. And of course, I am safe. I am safe. So bring these affirmations in and more, whatever lights you up and makes you feel good. Repeat them more, and bring them into your 2025, because this is the world of endless possibilities. We've just got to decide we're going to take one of them or more of one of them. Yeah, absolutely. And enjoy. Well, with word of the year is pleasure, then we're going to make sure there's more enjoyment coming into 2025. So definitely bring that part into it. Thank you all for being here. Who have I got on? I've got Carol, Margene, Debbie, Michelle, hi, Marianne, Kelly. Lovely all to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my world. I'm just loving talking to you guys every day, and I hope you're finding what I'm talking about useful. It's my spiritual journey is evolving, and I'm keen to share because it's just helping me. Physically, I'm as challenged as I've ever been, but mentally and emotionally, I'm in a really, really good place. So the physicality will come, I am sure. So let's just, of course, have a little song. Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me, IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. IGNITE, Ignite the happy in me. Intend to be happy. Intend to be grateful too. Get out in nature and ingest wonderful food. Tell myself all's well and remind myself to say everything's happening for me. I'm enjoying what's coming my way. So ignite my happy. Ignite the happy in me. IGNITE. Ignite the happy in me. Thank you all for being in my world, and yeah, bring on 2025. Let it be a wild, crazy, and exhilarating adventure.